Hello everybody, and look what happens when I go look at Aquabed. I end up spending over $200 with shipping on some Long Fin Plecos. Little babies. Lemon blue-eyed long fins and super red calico. I guess you just call them dirty super reds. Anyway, I always thought while not the most valuable or the most desired, I always thought long fin calico bristlenose ones were my personal favorites. So this is more of a for fun thing. Yeah. It's all for fun, obviously, but I've gone Pleco crazy, and the wife is coming in, letting the dog out. These are yep, and it's July 4th weekend, so fireworks are being let off outside continuously. Everyone's alive. I was worried. They were shipped last night. I guess with UPS that ends up being overnight. But I was worried because they didn't come in till almost 6 o'clock. It was up for delivery at like 9 something. And they've been on that hot truck. It's hotter than heck here right now, so I was really concerned. So I ended up finding them on the seller on Aquabed, and then the guy ended up having a website and everything. I think it was sandcitycichlids.com. Very prompt service, good service. I wanted the lemons the first I saw on the website, the calico long fins. And I said, I want some of those too. So boom, over $200. Just for getting a wild idea to go look at Aquabed for Plecos. So good packaging. These are a different kind of breather bag. I haven't got anything with these type before. I like them. I bet they're expensive. Very good packaging. Alright, so let's see what how they do in their new tanks. And here they are, just minutes into the new tank. The first time I've had a chance to look at them. There's one up there in the moss. Yeah, nice looking. And with some green jade shrimpies. There's actually some pretty nice shrimp right there. That's a pretty good one right there. I got 5 of each. So everyone in there looks good. Let's see what we got here. They all swam away looking good. These are the long fin super red calicos. They are just essentially dirty super red long fins, but I like them. I always thought they're like my personal favorite. I think I mentioned that in the first little snippet. I don't know how much I'm gonna end up seeing in here. I'm gonna take out some of that guppy grass, but I'm gonna live in here with one of my few tanks of red shrimp. So I I reckon that means now I just made myself have to get a heater for this tank in the winter, because this is one of the tanks on the floor, and these floor tanks can sometimes, when it's super cold, like negative teens that we get here sometimes, sometimes them tanks get in the upper 50s, and that's not good for these guys. They usually stay in like the... Oh, look at this. Great. I put a few eggs in here and I never seen any hatch. So now we're gonna have to make sure we get all these out. Awesome. I didn't think any of them eggs made it, but it looks like at least one did. Sweet. So now we'll get even more. We'll get all them out, but we'll make sure we get all. I mean, it's not like we have to worry about them breeding anytime soon. But I did not think there were any plecos in this tank, because that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I put a clump of eggs in one of the other tanks. I just threw it in the tank to see if any would make it, in a couple different tanks, and I hadn't seen any babies at all, but one of them made it in this one. So there we go. Let's take a look at this calico guy. That's pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with him. And I didn't pay super top dollar, but I paid pretty good, and I got pretty good quality back. I'm happy with it. I'm super happy. Good stuff. Alright, let's see if we can look at it. Oh, here's one over here. Looking like he's digging the new accommodations. Long Fin Pleco. Pretty nice. These are pretty white. That'd be pretty awesome if they ended up being them snow white things. They're probably just adjusting. So it's pretty awesome. I ended up getting them from the time I was notified that it had shipped in my tank in less than 24 hours with UPS ground. It's a pretty good shipping method, especially if you're doing higher dollar stuff like this. And help is just the next state over too. Come from Ohio and I'm in Indiana, so when you're close like that, I've noticed that with UPS. Getting ground will be next day in my close area. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Bye.